Okay, all right. Let me say good evening and welcome to this special interview tonight. Whatever you're doing, folks, and however you're doing it, I'd like to say welcome. Um, this is 105.3 megahertz. We broadcast from Zwedru, Gedeh County, Republic of Liberia. And my name is Sheku Koromah tonight, and I'm here alongside with the the youth president of Gedeh County. Let me see. But I can switch him over a little bit so that we can see him. Okay, so this is the president, the young people president of Gedeh County. So whatever the case is and however it's going to be like, let me say, it's a wonderful time to have you here tonight, folks. While you are there, I am here, and we're going to be doing it together. So quickly, if you are watching, Republic of Liberia. Okay, good. So if you are watching there, let me say a very big welcome to you and thank you for always tuning in. It's a wonderful time, being with us. So let me see what I can bring myself to the screen right now. So what we're going to be talking about tonight, the young people president of Gedeh County recently had, a convention. They had this big conference, bringing young people from all over the county. And as you also know that he is representing the young people on the county council of Gedeh County. So we brought him in tonight to give us some updates on how the process was. And after everything, we'll also be hearing from him exactly some of the things, that they've planned to do for this year, and his stand on some of the issues. I wish we could spend longer than this, but unfortunately, we have the next program coming up, so we'll punch in the next 40 minutes, and we'll always have him here on the show to have a discussion with us. So on this note, let's bring him in. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you.
Go ahead again. Let me hear you.
I said thank you.
I'm trying to get your best audio.
Thank you.
Yeah, come here. Something that's going on, and I'm fighting hard. Yeah, let me hear what you're talking. Oh my God. Yeah, I think let's see what you can get that closer to you. Chris, no, you can remain in the same chair, please. Chris, that's better. So yeah, please introduce yourself.
So S. Marcos Jalarus II, I'm the president of the
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I think. Why are you here tonight?
We are here for so many things.
Okay.
And one major thing that we are also here for tonight is to appreciate the young people of Gedeh County, most especially the leadership of the Gedeh Youth Development Association.
Okay.
On the support in making sure that the Congress, as far as we're concerned, is the most historical and talk about Congress that have ever been held in Gedeh County.
Okay.
And we also want to appreciate the leadership, and at the same time, we also want to appreciate the 8 administrative districts who brought in their delegates from the various districts and they came for the Congress. We also want to appreciate the schools that also attended the Congress. We also want to appreciate youth groups that are also in county and they receive communication and the necessary to grace the occasion.
Okay. So
we want to appreciate every one of them. The Congress was held, and young people left with satisfaction into the extent that they are anticipated views came to pass.
Okay.
At the same time, we also want to appreciate the committee chair, the Constitution Committee chair, Ereba, Honorable Lincoln Yaru and his team, who did extremely well that young people in Grand Ida have a legitimate document that can guide us as young people in Grand Ida.
Okay.
We also want to appreciate the Congress Committee chair, headed by Mr. Waiki Freeman, who is also the parliamentarian for Grand Ida Youth. He is the one who chaired that committee for that entire program. It was supported by Larry Zoe, the Chin District Youth President, who is the secretary on the city from the Liberia National Student Union Grand Ida chapter. Diana 10 from Books Before Boys, and other team members who also stood by us in making sure that young people come together for the particular important program.
Okay.
At the same time, we also want to give emphasis on the progress made during the Congress. Koromah, since we came to power, we came up with that resolution brought us to power. And the resolution tells us that the leadership that will come to power should use that resolution to work in making sure that young people are legitimate tools, which were the two constitutions that have crashed before. So we deemed it necessary to constitute a constitution committee for the revision and the amendment of the Grand Ida Youth Constitution. But at the same time, the committee did their work and they told the 8 administrative districts, as a young people, the youth leadership, what they anticipate to see, what are some of the provisions that need to be added. And as per our support is that the young people in Grand Ida right now, first when you go to Griotwao get our own constitution. If you go to Bao get our own constitution, BI get our own constitution, the 8 administrative district has their own constitution. But today, through that Congress, young people in Grand Ida deemed necessary to amend the constitution by adding additional provisions. And Grand Ida youth right now have a legitimate, have one working tool, meaning Bao don't have our own constitution no more. Putu don't have our own constitution no more. We having one constitution to guide the young people in Grand Ida. And the most important thing about our constitution is that a portion or chapter of the constitution talks about the county youth leadership role and responsibility. Another chapter talks about district youth leadership role and responsibility. Another chapter also talks about clans and chiefdoms, youth leadership role and responsibility. And the same time including towns as well. So meaning if we have one of that booklet, which is the Grand Ida Youth Constitution, meaning it can even be used when you put your money in Boplo activities.
Okay.
Because you have one document that guides the 8 administrative districts, including the county youth leadership.
Okay.
In which we also want to appreciate the Constitution Committee as well. And we also want to give emphasis on our progresses made over the years. We came here before, we provided those documents. At the same time, we also want to make our official report to the young people during the Congress. So we also show young people during the Congress about modern computer lab that we will launch very soon. Hopefully in April, the first week in April, we'll be launching the computer school program at the youth building.
Okay.
At the same time, the renovation of the youth building, we anticipate to start very soon, even though there have been so many renovations. The repainting, if you go to the youth building right now, it has been repainted by Gacy Miles. And we also spoke with the speaker when he came here and gave us assurance that the youth building will be renovated through him, meaning the roofing, they will be doing re-roofing of the youth building, be doing re-tying. Some of our offices that don't have tile, that youth building will be tiled. And sliding glasses will also be there.
Okay.
So meaning that after a few months from now, if you go to the youth building, even my office, I'll start using air condition.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously. So I'll start using air condition.
Okay, go ahead.
With that, we also coming up with our membership form.
Okay.
That youth leadership, all youth organization in Gedeh, there's any criteria that you need to meet before becoming a youth organization. And we also want to see your documentations, your thematic areas.
Okay.
So that we're working with you at the model youth organization in Gedeh, so that we can know where to place those youth organization as per your thematic area.
Okay.
Yes. So every youth organization operating in Gedeh, a few weeks from now on, they will be regularizing that startup with Gedeh youth in making sure that they have legitimate right with Gedeh youth activities as well. And the good thing that is also that the young people also amended is the issue about the tenure have been changed from 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Yes. First it was normally 2 years. Now there have been amendment and the tenure have been changed from 2 to 3 years. Meaning the 3 years not only affect the county youth leadership, it affect all the 8 administrative districts in Gedeh.
Okay.
It also affect chiefdom towns and clans in Gedeh. Meaning that after the probate and we are notarized, and meaning after our next election, the constitution take immediate effect. That young people, even when you are elected at your district level, you go for exact 3 years instead of 2 years. And even the county youth leadership, anybody become youth president, you go for exact 3 years instead of 2 years.
Okay.
So these are some of the things that we see, and we came here today to give emphasis on. Want to appreciate, wholeheartedly appreciate the Liberal Justice Enforcement Agency. They were also facilitator on the program. The civil society, the DA provided awareness on drugs activities so that young people can become ambassador of drugs, in making sure that the fight drugs in Gedeh.
Okay.
The CSO also have a representation that who are also one of the facilitators. The Liberal Land Authority, land dispute have been one of the major SACA in our county. So we brought in the Liberal Land Authority to provide education to young people in using the alternative dispute resolution method to their community level.
Okay.
And we also the Liberal National Police, the Women and Children Detachment, were also one of the facilitators who provide education on awareness on rape cases, most especially on general level, the sexual gender-based violence activities to young people as well. So want to appreciate even also the youth and sport coordinator as well, who tirelessly working in line with us and making sure that we achieve some of those things that we have promised young people to achieve. So these are things that we came for and want to appreciate the young people in county. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very, very much tonight. And we'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you who are watching. Please keep sharing the broadcast. You can send in your comments until we open the phone lines. You can send in your comments so that we can have your comments on the screen. And I'm very sure that we'll be able to screen some of those comments that you will send out, like Handful Badio is saying, I'm already watching from my little corner. I see people watching. Please just let us know where you're watching from and what exactly you will want to know from the youth president. So quickly, let me ask this question. Does that mean most of the leadership crisis now we had in the past with the youth activities has been settled and everything's on course apparently for next election if possible?
Sure. Everything has been settled, and the issue of constitution crisis have been handled. The issue of student participation in Gedeh youth activities have been handled. Is the reason the district, the schools and youth group were invited, and everybody make that input as well. So peacefully, Gedeh youth issue have been settled through the Congress.
This is wonderful to hear. Okay, like I said, if you want to be, let us know. Let us know and let us know. Are you contesting for the next election if they'll be?
Yes. It sound funny?
No, it does. See?
It sound-
Kadina Glenn say I'm following from let me see, from T3. Okay, so Kadina Glenn, it's a Glenn Jr. What's up? Thank you for following. We'd like to appreciate you. Just share in various chat rooms so that we'll have more and more people following tonight. Apparently they want to make their own contribution as well on this note. All right. Aside from your youth activities, is there any other things? I mean, you want to talk about? Let's look at it. Is there any other thing you want to talk about?
We
on
will
the
talk
line of
about
the
additional
youth
things.
activities
So
before we go to other issues from Grand Gedeh?
yeah, most especially I want us to focus there. Even though there are additional things that we're talking about, but in the first segment, I want us to discuss most especially relating to the youth activities. Yeah, and after that we can move on to additional things.
I think you've already given us the update.
Yes.
What happened?
Yeah, so I don't want to confuse the colors.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we provide the updates, maybe colors can come make your input.
No, we're going to take only one segment of the course.
Eh?
We're only going to take one segment of the course.
Yes. So most especially the additional information will be provided, most especially relating to Green Youth activities.
So if there are any other thing that we have to talk about the youth,
yeah, let's talk about most
talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Because we're coming to move from this to another point.
Sure. So let's talk about the youth issues.
So what is it that you didn't talk about and you want to speak?
So it will maybe be based on some of your questions and the color questions that will be asked, and additional information will be
provided. No, I don't have much question on this, to be very honest with you, because we follow the progress, we follow the activities. Top FM was there. Top FM did a coverage on that, and so the only place we had a little issue that we would have raised, unfortunately that won't be for you, but probably maybe you'll talk about a little bit, is the issue of the guy who said he had this satisfaction and he was going to go to court. I don't know whether you saw that post.
I've been hearing about it. Fred Dwyer, right?
Fred Dwyer.
Yes.
Fred Dwyer said he had a dissatisfaction, but I think Fred Dwyer should be the one telling us what the dissatisfaction is. And then we can pose a question as to whether it has been addressed. But quickly, do you know any dissatisfaction that Fred Dwyer had? Or was there any problem?
Mr. Koromah, one thing I want more young people to understand: youth activities that will deal with parliamentary proceedings. And if you carefully watch that program, I was the one who presiding as a presiding officer.
Okay.
So even in the hall, if you have something to say, he used what the legislative jargons. He used the parliamentary jargons. Some of them was just like raise your hand, like even though your colleagues can be in speech, you can even say order.
What was the dissatisfaction?
Until I can know, but I guess they have been. But what I heard from other colleagues, they say why the tenure are changing from 2 years to 3 years. That's one of the major dissatisfaction. Sorry, and it is not by the decision of S. Margot Jalarus or the county youth leadership. It is by the decision of the Congress. So the Congress, they had decision-making body.
Okay.
So even when the tenure changed from 2 to 3 years, the county youth leadership is not the one that took the decision. Just imagine, out of almost it is so more dedicated to that Congress, we have 64 that signed a resolution.
Okay.
So one is that the tenure changing from 2 to 3 years, we are not against the national youth policy. If you go to Maryland have 4 years. Rivergy have 4 years. Sano have 4 years. Nima have 4 years. Lofa have 4 years. Grand Gedeh, you have 3 years. Are those counties also against the national youth policy? They will keep telling them that they should keep reading documents.
Okay.
Yes. So the only thing is that most dissatisfaction what I've been as what I heard from colleagues is about the change of tenure. So we also told him that it's not like we're going for direct 3 years. After the next election, it take immediate effect.
Okay.
But it's not this tenure. Meaning that the 2 year will expire or go to election. Anybody when you go for 3 years.
Okay. So that would take effect for the next election.
Yes.
Okay. That's wonderful to hear. That's wonderful to hear. So aside from your youth activities, we went somewhere else now, and it's going to be a little bit political, to be very honest. And we've left with I think 25 minutes, if I'm not making a mistake. So if you're just joining us, folks, would like to say welcome and welcome tonight on this platform. Let's see. Marcos, we ask these questions, in the next. Marcos, we got something coming up. We need to ask you some of these questions because you want me to ask as to whether what has changed since you became president. You want me to ask those questions? Okay, fine. Marcos, what have changed?
As per your question, there are a lot of things that have changed. One thing, the first thing that are changing Grand Union since we took office is that politicians are no more controlling young people in Grand Union. That's the first thing that has changed. The past youth leadership, most of them have been controlled by politicians. I'll even get reference to my own people of money. You were president, I seen that secretary, what is whole movement at that time. So there are young people, and even at that time, youth leadership have been controlled by politicians. So the first thing that changed since we took office, politicians have no control over the youth leadership no more in the county. We work with them, we liaise with them, we call them for assistance, but they does not have control over our decision-making activities.
Okay.
Yes.
So have you been able to meet up with your campaign promises you made to your people? Some of those promises?
Yeah, one thing that we have achieved is by legitimizing this way youth leadership. Out of 8, we have achieved 6. That's one campaign message that we told them. 2, we also told them that we'll have modern computer lab at Berry. And as you can see, next month we'll be launching the computer lab. So we have achieved that. We told them that Berry will be renovated under our supervision. And today you can order the Berry have been repainted. And the speaker is about to do the official renovation process with the roofing and tie and sliding glasses that will include my office also using AC as well.
Why be they want AC thing by you? Why be you just want an AC in your office, eh?
Yeah. Yes. Well, see you AC. I can no AC here too.
Oh my God.
I'm more concerned about the AC. I want for now to June so that when you enter my office, AC I will only tell you to close the door.
All right, thank you, Marcus. We will leave it like this. We got much time and we have to go into other things. I'm so much confused tonight, and trust me, I will ask some embarrassing questions, to be honest with you.
No problem.
Marcus, some few weeks ago, there was this heated argument between the superintendent and you from the county council. And it was alleged that the superintendent calls your mom, your parents, and you call the superintendent parent. Marcus, that true? You calls each other in the meeting?
The superintendent was the one who insulted.
Okay.
But I was very intelligent to the extent that I know age is also involved.
Okay.
Just by who I am, I know he's older than me. He can bomb me. So some of those things, I just need to remain on my part and become more administrative.
What brought about this?
There's a meeting call from the superintendent office. The letter in my phone, asking the county council for emergency meeting.
Okay.
So it is by law. Per the local government, the superintendent call for emergency meeting. We went there. They brought the attendance, and I requested for the agenda. The meeting does not have agenda. So I told them that we can't sign the particular attendance. They say, why? I said, we can't kind of meeting does not have agenda. They say, we must sign attendance. Why I came back to the institution and representing on the county council. So the superintendent agreed. We must just have catch up conversation. There was somebody who not see what I can be.
Oh, the superintendent said, you must have catch
up conversation.
Because the meeting will not hold.
Yeah, because the meeting doesn't have agenda. So what do you come into? So anything we talk inside that will be black. We won't take it back to the people. So I told them that he had to trash that particular communication he sent to us. But it not evolved right now at this stage. They concorded. We went to the conversation when the first who spoke. And he told me, he told the county council members that he want working relationship to what the county council hope to see in the 2026 budget. And there are a lot of things that he said. And so I was the first person who spoke. And I told him that at this stage, the Sweden shouldn't be discussing working relationship with the county council.
Okay.
Because he not do nothing though. What you talking about the working relationship not been there? It been there. Why should we asking for working relationship? Let us say you have done something against the county council or against the people of Green their country. So if you did something, then you let us know that we can know how to solve it. That's the first thing I said. And the next one was, you shouldn't be asking county council what they anticipate to see in 2026 budget. Why? Because the county development agenda is the working tools of the local authority and the county council.
Okay.
So what we anticipate to see, we are not the one to tell what we anticipate to see. We use the county development.
You already have a working tool.
Yes, which is the county development agenda. Use it and craft your 2026 budget and bring it to the county council. The county council also use the tools to review and take it back to the community people to make their input.
Okay.
When the community people make their input, the county council come back on that drawing table and make that those recommendation and input that have been made and look at the budget and review it before signing. So look at the county development agenda instead of you telling us to say what we anticipate to see. So other county council member came out and I also told him that at this stage you should also be telling us. I just felt the emergency meeting he called was that you are going to make your official report to the county council. But you now brought report.
Official report for 2025.
Okay. A budget performance report, a narrative and comprehensive report. The county council also requested the document in my phones. The county council also requested that the contract between the local authority and Lip Energy on the whole 400,000 Saka. We want to see that contract.
Okay, so it's predicated upon that communication that he wrote a letter that he wanted to have an emergency meeting.
So we fell.
So you guys fell now.
That those documentations.
Talk about all these documentation presented to you.
To the county council.
Okay.
Yeah, and we went for the meeting. So we also requested that all financial transaction between the local authority and Lip Energy should be provided, including the Grand County bank statements, the account bank statement.
Because that you should know.
Yes.
Okay.
We requested for that. So we felt that how that it was predicated upon that our meeting was called. But surprisingly, nothing more casual conversation. So these are bases that are laid. And at the end of the day, the other county council members supported the idea to make that input. From there, he came up and said they had no money. People taking water from downstairs, carrying the upstairs treatment palace. All of those things, there are a lot of things that he said. So I raised my hand and said, Honorable Soup, at this stage, since we brought those issues already in the cultural meeting, we want you to respond to them instead of you saying different things that we are not come for. He said, I was taking him for a trial. So I told him to summarize his speech. Where he spoke for over 45 minutes, he alone was on the floor after we had made our input. And I told him to summarize. He said, why should you tell him to summarize? So I told the superintendent that when we go for county council meeting, the county council member can tell superintendent to summarize his speech. Because we are the higher decision making, we are the lawmakers in county.
Okay.
And when we not even approve your budget, you don't work. So we are lawmakers who can tell superintendent to summarize. Our co-chair, Atida, was the one who led us. Because the chair is not well. So he won't let the dedication there. I said the co-chair can tell you to summarize too. Any member of the county council. If you're looking at lawmaker calling for superintendent or calling ministers, someone in there. Even someone call in emergency meeting, if you are spoken, you are told for 45 minutes, and I'm asking you because I want to make my input, asking you to summarize the speech and respond to those questions and issues that were asked. It's not anything bad. So it took it personal. So being more administrative and to not create more noise, he was insulting. But the co-chair, I told the co-chair that until I can be told to go out of the meeting by you, Where superintendent, they say I'm a girl. I told the
What the
superintendent.
superintendent told you to get us out?
Yeah, I told you I can't
As
girls.
county council member.
Yes, that's what I told you. I told you I can't girls. The administration, but I can't girls. I can't council member. So until my chair can ask me to go outside, because the chair automatically will go for those meetings. When the chair asks you how you go outside, they have in the house or let you later. The speaker can ask any member of the law, any member of the house out. So because the argument get too much, and the chair say, Marco, we'll get back to you so you can give us space a little bit. I left the meeting. Wow. So, but since then, the superintendent local authority are now provided the 2025 budget performance report, even the narrative report, the contract sheet that we requested for the now provide the bank account, nothing of such.
Okay, so that means that means the 2026 budget has not been looked at up to now.
No, you not even make report you will get budget. You have to make your 2025 report. We're talking about budget, and those documents that we requested for that contract sheet. Our repetition is at risk in Grand.
Okay.
So we want that contract sheet.
The contract sheet
between Lip Energy and the local authority on the whole 400,000 saka. We don't want to sign a resolution. So we can sign a resolution and we can get a contract. Now the county council can sign a contract between the local authority. The local authority are the direct implementer of government project. So when you do your implementation, we only want a contract, one document that will carry back to our people that we're representing.
Okay.
As well. So nothing of such that have been done.
Wow.
Yes.
So how do you look at the work of the county council in the past? Are they being pulled by the nose, by the county authority? I mean, past superintendent even now. From what you've seen, you've got it there. Because it has not come to the attention of the press or the people of Grand Gedeh with this, thing that you are saying. It just be like, So how do you look at it in the past and now?
CEO, I guess, and as far as I'm concerned, even though we just joined the county council, we are anticipating our 1 year the youth representation of the council. But like the county council are done extremely well.
Okay.
But I keep emphasizing on this, that the implementation aspect is the major problem in Grand Gedeh. Because the county council then get problem, the only thing when you put it the local county development agenda as per your budget may, and they approve your budget after having town hall meeting. A level you to go and implement. So when you're not implementing, the blame will also come back to the county council. It's clear because they are the signatory to they just say the budgeting process, and without them you can't get money.
I think I have to ask this question once again because you just said they've been doing well. We learned that the county council did not receive performance report from the superintendent for 2024.
No, they received it.
Did they receive the
Yes.
report
Yes.
before approving the 2025 budget?
Yes.
Do you have that copy of the report?
Yes.
Will you one day have it read on the radio for
Sure.
the people to
Sure.
see? Okay.
At that time, it was some of our first time on the county council.
Okay.
So it came the 2024, but we didn't sign 2024 budget.
Okay.
The youth representation.
Okay.
And in fact, we are the secretary. Let me say, I'm the secretary general of the county council. So we see all the documents, and the county council will not sign budget without receiving your report.
Okay.
Yeah, like we let the youth leadership when we receive 5,000 USD from the local authority.
Okay.
We need to make our official report back to them because we have to justify the 5,000 how it was used.
So does that mean if you can get a report for 2025, 2026 is a complete flat? There'll be no approved budget for county.
How will we do approved budget when the people they pour money that day now want me report money? I use it, I not use it.
But they could also use 1/3 of the county money in the absence of in the absence of approval. They could use 1/3 of the money for the county not to shut down in government.
They can't.
They
will only use it for operation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that operation. So meaning that they will have no project in Grand Gedeh.
Okay.
Check 1/3 now. How much is 1/3? How much is 1/3? They can use it. But if the county council get to know, the county council can also do communication.
Okay.
As well. Because the county council is the high decision making body. So since indeed they don't want to make report and they want to use 1/3, so the county council can also do communication that 1/3 shouldn't be used as well.
Okay. All right, folks. If you're out there, let me put the number on the screen. We don't have time, like I said. We have 10 minutes to go. We are very sorry. We don't want to chew into the next group of people time on the radio. You will put your calls on 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105. Ask Marcus any question you want to ask tonight on the subject matters. We just talk about the youth conference that they had few days ago in the county, and some of the achievement he had over the time saying he took over. Um, some of the campaign promises he made to the people, he was able to fulfill some of them. Right now, the entire county is operating under one umbrella. He have had series of elections successfully without noise, you know, and they have had some new leaders of various districts, including community as well. And there are so many other things. Let's see what we can take this pricey if we can. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sheku.
Good evening. Please be audible.
Yeah, I said good evening, Sheku.
How are
I said
you?
good evening to you. I'm okay. My name is John Bo. I call you from my hometown.
John, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thanks a lot. And Mr. Thank you to your studio. All of the problems we are facing currently in the county, when it comes to the issue of how the county money should be spent, everything bowed down to the county council.
Okay.
The county council, members of the county council are a serious problem to the growth and development of Grand Gedeh County
Mm-hmm.
because the main HSCR grant is 100% involved in corruption. So I don't want to call it tonight.
Okay.
But I mean, before the implementation of any other project in the county council has to sign a documentation that has to do with withdrawal of money from the county cover before the superintendent can carry on any implementation.
Okay.
But the only time that you will hear them coming on radio talking about how the superintendent is corrupt, is refusing to give report is when they are kept by his time being given to them.
Okay.
That's the only time you will hear them saying this kind of stuff. But again, we are calling on the national government. If the national government fails to adhere to the cry of the people of Benjamin County, we left with no alternative but to arrest Digon Grant and member of the county council and send them over to the international community, telling the international community that these people they are very corrupt and they should facing the economic and war crime code because if you have to enrich yourself at the detriment of the citizens, you have to face in the economic and war crime code because it is banning. When you
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, thank you. You will not take all the time. We don't have time already. Yeah. Keep your calls coming to 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. We got like 7 minutes to go. If you want to ask questions tonight, you want to appreciate Marcus. We have Marcus here most often, on the program. We're working on something to have Marcus here apparently once a week to be able to talk. The more you have somebody talking strong, there are times where when people ready to do things, they will say, you gotta be careful because we get the other boy in our midst or the other guy in our midst. So yes, keep the calls coming to 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight. Let's discuss issues that bring development to Grand Gedeh County. Those of you who are watching, if you have comments, analysis, just punch it down. I'm here to read it out for you. If you can, I'll read it out for you. Romeo T.S. Can you say? I'm following Chris B. Wesley, watching from Top FM Compound. Thank you, Chris. And we have Brian Bailey Zebi. He says, I am watching from Sinker, Greater Monrovia. Thank you so much tonight. Keep the calls coming to 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight. If you are there, let's talk the talk and bring this to the table. Once again, numbers to put your calls on 081 1435 04 0776 105 105. Yes, these are numbers you can easily put your calls on. Yeah, so Mr. President, on that smart here, he said you witchcraft. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, name, where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Mustafa Lahu.
Okay, let's hear you.
I'm calling from Capital Hill, Monrovia, Liberia.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And let me just appreciate the President Michael Jalarus for the hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. If you continue to perform his duty as a young man in the country, the young people are so proud of him. So, President Michael, I want to say thank you so much for your effort.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Keep the calls coming. Let's see how much minute we got to go. 4 minutes we have on this segment. We can take 2 minutes to take calls, and then we take the other 2 minutes to call it a day. Like I said, we're working on something, and we'll have Marcos most often probably once a week on this radio to speak to the conscience of Grand Gedeh County. Those of you watching, the Agnes Tape, he said, good evening, CEO. I'm watching from my Baptist community. Nathaniel Nanti. He said, Nathaniel G. Nanti, the second. And watching from River G County. Following gradually. Thank you, Nat. Alison G.Y. He said, good evening, my dear brother SK. I'm following you from Putu Penoken. We like to see people like you. So who do we have? Mustafa Lahu. I'm watching from Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Thank you, Mustafa. Without further waste of time, 3 minutes to go. I can take one more call. 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's hear you. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it tonight on this platform. 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Mr. President? Yeah. Without further waste of time, man, let's get back to you. Yeah.
So, like, see, I'm also following the show. Yeah, like most especially one of the young persons asks concerning what have been our achievements. Yeah, even president, I want to know your achievement that you have and what the past years and what we expect or we anticipate to see before the regime goes to an end. And I think if you're listening to me carefully, there are some of the achievements. There are a lot of young people we are recommending, but we will not call me. They will come here to appear.
Okay.
That they will call me. Some of them right now, they are on salary with companies. And they will come here. About 9 young people. Some of them, you know them, but they are not in Zwedru right now. Some of them are assigned in Grand Crew with excavator company. Some of them are assigned here. But you see some of them, they will appear and they will let you know we are recommending 9 young people, most especially male, because the work we are talking about is like excavator work and things. So these are some of the achievements. We anticipated, we are in communication with the company, and all their recommendations is passing through our office. True. We also want to say thank you at this time to the young people for the Congress. We also want to we are telling them that to keep kind. And there is no more ingrained Gedeh youth history, except we are now, most especially my leadership is not in power no more. But we will not remain in power. They will see young people going to code ingrained Gedeh. So whosoever talking about, I will go to court, I will go to court. Some of them, when they are not careful in how to go to court, they don't want to go to jail. Because we, at this stage, we will not allow the young people issue to go back to court.
Okay.
Most especially on progresses we are making and making sure that young people have activity to the youth bidding. Because if our computer lives are working actively in April, Meaning that every day you go to that youth building, people will go there. Not only young people. The older one after will not know computer can go there and go learn the computer.
Okay.
So there are a lot of strategies coming up in making sure, and that computer lab, they will get a few employees. So it's a job creation as well for young people. So I want to say thank you. The congress will held successfully without noise. Just imagine the first day, the police, because the police, we invited NMP. They went there. And just imagine young people having activity and no security around. The thing went for 2 consecutive days without security. And just it's a clear indication that the mindset of the young people in Grand Union County is changing. And I always say this to young people is that we can build our own county. We don't need to wait for other people to come build Grand Union. What we can do, even if you want to become president, you want to take mark off from there. Bring your idea on table, let's work together. And we can move Grand Union forward. So that it can be the young people in Grand Union, this, young people in that. So I'm appealing to every young man in Grand Union or every young person in Grand Union. We can come together and build Grand Union and make Grand Union better.
Thank you, Marcus.
Build the capacity of
the
young people in Grand Union. To conclude, our office is waiting at any time. Most especially me as a president, and away from that, I can also be invited individually to provide some information affecting Grand Union County as a whole. Not only young people activities alone. And the role we are playing right now in county. So anytime, even this weekend, anytime we are available, so that we can appear to provide information to the people.
You witchcraft.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's all the time we have to be here, folks. The better witchcraft.